Feeling swamped with endless tasks and unsure how to tackle it all? What if the secret to achieving more lies not in working harder, but in learning how to delegate like a pro? Stay tuned as I share 8 powerful steps to delegate effectively and supercharge your productivity. Hello everyone. Today we are diving into one of the game-changing skills every leader and team player needs, mastering the art of delegation. Whether you are steering a team or organizing your own projects, these 8 steps will revolutionize how you work. But before we jump in, let's take a quick peek at what's ahead in this video. Firstly, we should understand that the idea of delegation is not who can I give this to, but it is who can I shift primary responsibility to, while still being the ultimate individual responsible for the task. Feeling confused by this statement? Don't worry. Sit back, relax and enjoy this video as we explain it in detail, so make sure to stick around until the end. We can get a better idea about the above statement with the help of these 8 steps. First, understand what to delegate. Second, choose the right person. Third, communicate clearly. Fourth, empower and trust. Fifth, provide support. Sixth, set checkpoints. 7, recognize and reflect. And the last one is evaluate the success of delegation. Now that we have seen what are the steps, let's break this down step by step, where we will explain what does each step means and relate these steps to a real life situation. Firstly, let us understand what to delegate. Because not everything on your plate needs your personal attention, start by identifying tasks that don't require your unique expertise, are repetitive, or can help someone else grow their skills. Think about what's truly critical for you to handle yourself. Now, let's see how we can bring this concept to life in our workplace. Imagine a situation where you are responsible for managing a large project, such as an upcoming product launch campaign with multiple components. To manage the workload effectively, you decide to delegate specific tasks to your team. You begin by assessing the scope of the project and identifying tasks that don't require your direct involvement. For instance, high-level strategy and messaging remain under your control, but tasks such as creating social media content, organizing the event, and monitoring campaign performance can be handed off to team members with the right expertise. The next step in delegation is to choose the right person. As delegation is not just about handing off tasks, but it's about finding the right fit. Consider the skills, experience, and workload of your team members and then assign tasks. Here's how this concept plays out in the scenario mentioned previously. For example, social media content could go to someone experienced in crafting engaging posts and visuals. Event logistics might be assigned to someone with a strong background in event planning and vendor coordination. Campaign performance tracking would be given to someone proficient in analyzing metrics and data. After you delegate the set task to the right person, you need to then communicate clearly the task given. As clarity is king when delegating, one should be specific about the task, the expectations and the deadlines. Instead of saying, I need this done soon, try, I need this report completed by Friday at 3 p.m., including data on sales and customer feedback. Now, continuing with the same situation, let's see how to incorporate this step. Once the tasks are assigned, you set clear expectations for each. For instance, you specify deadlines, their outcomes and results, and standards for each task, such as the number of social media posts needed, the level of detail required for event planning, or the specific metrics to track during the campaign. After the tasks have been explained clearly, the next step is to trust and empower them. Here is the main point is to avoid micromanaging and empower your team by giving them the authority and resources they need to make decisions. Trust their abilities and show confidence in their work. This can be achieved by building trust and empowering the team, motivating them to take full ownership of their task while reassuring them that you won't micromanage but will always be available for guidance and support when necessary. Once trust is established, the next crucial step is to provide support to ensure that the relationship continues to grow and strengthen. As delegation does not mean abandoning but being able to answer questions, provide feedback and remove roadblocks. Let your team know you are there to help without hovering. Continuing with the same example, let's explore how you can ensure you are always accessible for guidance and support. You can clearly communicate that resources and support are readily available, like for instance, providing access to design teams, helping with vendor negotiations, or offering tools for tracking campaign performance ensures that everyone has the resources they need to succeed. At this stage, you have a fully onboarded team equipped with the necessary skills and your trust. Now, your focus should be on how to ensure that the work processes smoothly and stays on track. This can be achieved by regular checkpoints, which is our next step. To ensure progress, establish clear milestones or checkpoints. This enables you to monitor the progress of the task and provide timely input without being overbearing. Let's take a closer look at what you need to do to monitor progress. To keep the project on track, you should schedule regular checkpoints such as weekly team meetings. These check-ins allow everyone to share updates, address any issues, and stay aligned on the campaign's progress. Once you have completed the check, the next crucial step is to recognize and reflect. Celebrate success and acknowledge the efforts of those who took on the task, as recognition boosts morale and builds trust. Reflect on what went well and what could be improved for next time. For instance, this is how you can put it in practice. As we progress with the campaign, it's important to acknowledge and appreciate everyone's efforts. When the campaign launches successfully, we will celebrate our collective achievement. I will also evaluate the effectiveness of the delegation process, addressing any areas that may need improvement. However, I am confident in your skills and abilities to excel in these tasks. And finally, the last step is to evaluate whether your delegation strategy was effective and how well it contributed to the project. After completing the task, evaluate its success by determining whether the outcome met expectations and if the process ran smoothly. Use these insights to refine your approach for future assignments. Let's explore how to effectively evaluate the delegation process. Once the campaign is complete, take time to celebrate success and reflect on how delegation was managed. Key aspects to assess include whether tasks were completed on schedule, how empowered the team felt, and how challenges were addressed. This reflection helps improve delegation strategies for future projects. By following this structured approach to delegation, you ensure the workload is efficiently distributed, the team remains engaged, and the process progresses smoothly. Here is a quick rewind of everything we covered. Focus on tasks that don't need your unique expertise and prioritize what only you can do. Match tasks with individual skills, experience, and interest to ensure success and engagement. Provide specific instructions, expectations, and deadlines to avoid misunderstandings and ensure clarity. Give your team the autonomy and resources they need while showing confidence in their abilities. Stay accessible for guidance, feedback, and problem solving without micromanaging. Establish milestones to monitor progress and provide timely feedback without being overbearing. Celebrate achievements, acknowledge efforts, and analyze what worked and what didn't for continuous improvement. Review outcomes to assess success, identify lessons learned, and refine your delegation strategies for the future. As we come to the end of our video, we hope you now understand the statement. Delegation is not who can I give this to, but it is who can I shift primary responsibility to, while still being the ultimate individual responsible for the task. Which in simple terms means delegation is not just about handing tasks over. It's about choosing the right person to take charge while you ensure that the task is completed correctly. With this, we trust you now have a clear understanding of effective delegation. Now that it's all clear, go and delegate like a pro.